Welcome back, everybody, and we are playing as France. Just checking on our little colony here. Seems to be chopping some wood. That's always good. So the colonies are... We're going to get one wrapping up here soon. I'm just hoping we can get this Gold Coast province. We are sort of in the middle of it with Denmark here. We are actually sieging down their capital, which is going to be huge. We do need to... split off here and make sure they can't raise more units from this area. Once we full siege Denmark, it should be pretty much good to go. The only thing I'm noticing here is we do have troops over here. Why is that? What, like Denmark, I mean. Why does Denmark have troops over here? And what is Sweden doing? And will we have to actually attack Lithuania? I don't know. This is actually kind of becoming a little bit more work than I was expecting. And it kind of came out of, I mean, it didn't come out of nowhere. We knew it was going to happen, but let's get the claim over here. Let's get it on Cork. Does that all kind of give us... That'll just be a really nice province to have, I think. Let's continue to build a spine over here so we can get more claims in this area. So we can't technically attack into this guy. Independence is guaranteed by England. Interesting, interesting. But if we attack into him now... No casus belli. Okay, now we have the casus belli. But we would be breaking a truce. But England and Scotland won't join for reasons. England won't join because technically we're already in a war with them. Don't know why Austria's up here actually killing the Brandenburg nobles, but yeah. Okay, we've lost a military leader. Who was that? Was that our conquistador or was that our admiral? Neither. It was our weakest general. Okay, so we could field a general here. Let's check on rebel threats. We have some Irish threats here that we could try to take care of. I believe if we go sit here, we'll get rid of these rebels, which is nice. And then we'll also have rebel threats here that we can try to neutralize as well. And the Scottish rebels will be coming up at some point. But a lot of the ones that we knew were going to fire no matter what have actually already gone away, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Rebels' situation is looking good. We're building a bunch of transports. I'm kind of tempted to build another troop because we lost one this war already. Build one of those and one cannon. One infantry, one cannon. Should we build a building, though? Is there anywhere we could make a good amount of money by building a temple? 0.1s are good. Like, I have no issue with a 0.1. 0.19 is even better. That's London. But London, how many building slots do we have in London? We need to... Okay, we got a lot of potential areas that we could build here. Marketplaces might be good. It might be good to do a sweep and make sure we have marketplaces in all the appropriate areas. Yeah, we need a marketplace down here. Because this is you know, some sort of center of trade, so we need one there. Yeah. I wonder why this is such a high value. Oh, because this is where colonialism spawned. Okay, we do have a lot of building slots, so we can build one there just for fun. Okay, what else could we do? What about anywhere that we could build a workshop and get some good yield? Seeing a lot of high numbers here, 0.12s. That's good for a work, you know, London, of course, 0.15. There's a lot of good areas here, actually. A lot of good areas here. Ooh, this is looking nice. 0.18. Lots of space for building. Yeah, let's build one there. That seems like a really smart spot. What's Norway up to? Norway's actually not really contributing much here. And all of Denmark's troops are right here. And I'm not sure why they're getting on a transport. Where did our ships go? Didn't I tell our ships to come back? Where's our navy? Oh, they're slowly coming back. Good. Actually, no, go there. Uh-oh. Where are you trying to land? You're trying to land in Lubeck? Okay, that's kind of weird. We need this siege to end here. Nice, we got lucky. We got really lucky there. Now we're not going to be able to get across. Nope, we can't. What we need is we need Sweden to come down here and work on this stuff, but I don't know if Sweden's going to be able to do that. We need to make sure they don't ninja this province, because then that'll prevent us from being able to get back to the capital here. So we do need to consult. We should be bopping these 6,000 troops pretty easily. In fact, what are you doing, Denmark? You're walking right into 17,000 troops. What are you doing, Denmark? There goes a big chunk of their army. We could just be doing some looting here. And the war is pretty much won. What we need is we need Sweden to actually do some stuff, is the tricky thing. Now what we could do is we could just come down to Lithuania and just try... It's weird because we want to make sure that we have troops down here. Defending what we already have sieged. So let's bring those troops up there, and then let's... So we can't get to... We can get to their capital, but it requires going all the way around. Let's just go and siege this down here. We have a lot of cannons. It won't take long to siege them. Okay, it looks like we can get an idea group, which will give us some innovation because we'll be adopting it so early. But we don't want to pay 50% tech penalty. That's insane. That is actually insane. Technically, we haven't even embraced colonialism yet. It is spreading from our country. But we haven't embraced it yet because it's going to be very expensive to do that. So, but because it's just spreading from our own area, naturally, yeah, we'll have it in no time. We just got to kind of chill out. It would be nice to get these techs, though, before this penalty gets too high. But we're still not going to pay, you know, 5 years ahead of time. That's insane. What we need to make sure is that Denmark, again, doesn't try to, like, drop troops over here in a really sneaky way. Denmark's at low. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Sweden isn't trying to make a deal with them right now. I guess it just hasn't been that long of a war yet. No, I think we want them all the way up there. We want them to be able to move across and react to any sort of amphibious assault. How are our ships doing here? Are they fully repaired? Almost. We got a galley that's being repaired a little bit. Where did our transports go? Rebel situation's looking pretty good, all things considered. I think most of Lithuania is up in... yeah, in Norway is up in sort of the Finland area. So we should be able to just start sieging them down, no problem. We have tons of manpower, so we don't need to worry about... In fact, we're netting manpower. We're netting manpower, so we don't have to worry at all. Is this our best siege? Yeah, 3 siege. Yeah, this will go quick. I'm tempted to actually start working on a exploration mission, to be honest, and maybe even have our ships going collecting trade or something. kind of like continue on like nothing's ever happened, you know? Now, what would be kind of nice would be to actually go and explore southern Africa, or the Cape. Caribbean Sea, American East Coast. Let's do the South Atlantic. That might get us closer to the Cape. I think honestly just protect trade in the English Channel. Let's do it. Make a little bit of money here. We should probably be building more light ships too. Light ships tend to make back the money that it costs to build them pretty easily, and their maintenance. They definitely pay for themselves maintenance-wise, right? In fact, they pay for your entire naval fleet, basically. Oh no. Oh no. I do not want to lose these lights. They're losing lights, actually. Denmark's losing lights. If we can get the heavies in there. Oh, they just lost all their lights. Yep, I was going to say, that's a win. They saw us coming. They got scared. Go repair for a second here, man. That's annoying that Denmark actually, like, hunted us down there. What's going on here, though? They're building a ship here. Rather than building a regiment, they're building a ship. That's probably, I think that's kind of a mistake, but the AI doesn't, they don't really know what's going on. So one of the cool things we haven't talked about is you can actually hit this button here. Now this might be with one of the TLCs, I'm not sure exactly. It might be with Cradle of Civilization. It's pretty new, I've never really used this too much. But if you have cannons, and if it's with it, you know, if the data in the game is deep enough, I don't know how many cannons this requires to be able to hit this, but we can actually order an artillery barrage, which will immediately breach the walls. So for military power, we're actually so ahead on military power right now. Let's do this, because if we do this, it's going to add 3 here, which is a huge, breaching the walls is a huge deal. Now we have a 35% chance from like a, what was it, a 0% chance or something, a 7% chance? Now we have a 35% chance, which radically increases the rate that the siege is going to go. So we pay a little bit of military power to siege them down a lot faster. We do need to make sure that they don't get Stockholm. Stockholm is the war goal. Stockholm is the war goal in a fight for independence. They just have to hold their own capital. We're actually coming up on our admin cap as we speak. That being said, I don't know if we want to... We haven't looked at the estates recently. Oh, we need to hit these buttons. We need to hit all these buttons. Except for the nobility. We have a few year cooldown there. Actually, and we want to hit this here too, I think. Preemptively? Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of admin for the next couple years, but that should be okay. So what is this saying? We lose a little bit of admin. We lose some favor with the nobility. That's probably okay right now. We don't really need to do anything with the nobility at the moment. I think we might. It's a rare situation that we actually hit this button, but I think we might because we have a lot of admin. We're just going to be making more. I think it'll be more beneficial to make the traders happy at the moment. We don't really care much about what's going on here, especially because we can't hit this button because it's on cooldown. So let's use this though. Let's use this extra favor here and actually get some stuff from them. So we can do a few different things here. Let's actually develop a little bit. Let's do a little bit of developing. Sort by cost. And this is controlled by the clergy. Yep, this is a no-brainer right here. Only going to cost us 38 to develop. And it's owned by the clergy. So let's just hit this button a bunch of times. We're getting a nice bonus here because the traders are really happy with us. Nice. Also, let's look at Paris. Let's develop Paris just for the fun of it. We spent a bunch of our admin there, which is fine because what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to, now that was with the development cost minus 10%, right? So we saved it, we took advantage of that because we're about to lose that here. We take that and then we ask for contribution. Nice little chunk of change there, a few hundred ducats. The funny thing is the clergy, like if they were 1 point higher, we'd get a good amount more. I think we actually want to give the clergy a piece of land. This looks like a good one for them. They already have it, of course. Of course. This looks like a pretty good piece of land for them too. How much influence? This is going to increase their influence by 2%. That's a little higher than what we wanted. But it is going to get them over 75% influence, which means that when we go and demand administrative support, we'll get the maximum amount. Well, I think the maximum actually is 200, but to do that, you'd have to have their influence so high they'd be really upset with us. Or they'd be trying to take over the country. It's not that they'd be upset, but... So let's grab this, and we're going to lose some little benefits there, but we get a lot of administrative power. So for the most part, now we're just in a good spot. We got plenty of excess power. We're still ahead of time with technology. We're focusing admin. Things are looking good right now. We're not getting lucky with these siege rolls over here, though. Let's make sure these guys are looting, though. Let's make sure they're making some money over here. Actually, we probably definitely want to be looting the capital. There's a lot of money to loot there, actually. Our diplomats, we got a couple lazy diplomats. What can we do about that? We're building, let's build on England, just because there's some benefits to having a high spy network on someone that you're going to go to war with. Okay, so our conquistador is doing something in the New World. We can pay some ducats. 90 ducats is not a small amount at this point in the game, but we'll get some diplomatic power. That's probably a good trade. 90 ducats for 50 diplo power. I like that. Aragon wants military access. Are you at war with someone, Aragon? Actually, we probably should have said no to that, if only because... Let's stomp out some of these rebels over here. Truce has ended with our vassal. That's kind of irrelevant. Wow, we are not getting lucky with these sieges down here. And they're going to be moving in on Stockholm soon. We are not getting lucky here with the sieges. We can't really get across here either. That's the problem. We'd have to go all the way around, which we could do, but I think our best bet is just to try to siege down the Livonian order. If we take their capital, then Sweden should be able to force them out of the war. So let's do the order artillery barrage. Now we're up to 21. So we could immediately get this on the first tick. We also have Sweden down here actually sieging bits too. No, we lost our really, really good general. That is not good. That is not good. That's too bad. Let's move down here and get a new guy and just replace him with somebody. What's our army tradition looking like these days? 56. Not bad. Not bad. Although we do have a really nice idea that gives our generals always have at least +1 siege. No matter what, this guy will have some siege. It's not great, but 2 siege is still really, really good. Although overall, that's not a great. Go back to protecting trade. I think you're fine. I don't know. If Denmark tries something fishy, we'll figure it out. Let's go sit on the capital and siege it down. We're at a 42% even without the siege leader, so this will make a big difference if we can get this in here. In fact, if he can sneak in right before the tick, yeah, with 57%. Well, nice, we got the capital. If we just keep getting, that's going to really affect Lithuania's desire to be in the war, but the fact that they're sieging down Stockholm is a big deal. Sweden, you need to end this war. You need to end this war, Sweden. Low enthusiasm, high war exhaustion. Denmark's not doing good here. We need to end these sieges. Sweden might be waiting for this siege to end. I don't know, but we need to get these sieges done. Economy's still doing well considering we're paying full price for all of our forts. Why do we have so many forts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the other forts that we're paying for? Do we actually have to pay for the ones that we capture? Oops. Yeah, we do. We have to pay for the forts that we capture. That's kind of interesting. Do we have we do have an option to not pay for them. Okay, this is getting kind of expensive, but let's keep doing it. It's still a good trade. 90 ducats for. What would be great is if there was like a secondary war that triggered that would cause. Sweden, you need to be defending Stockholm. We need to get, if Lithuania is out of the war, this instantly is just like so one-sided, it's not even funny. But Sweden's getting full sieged right now. But Sweden does have high enthusiasm. We're not going to, the sad thing of this war is we're really not going to get that much for it either. It's kind of a bummer, but it's just the way that it goes. Sweden might be nice enough to give us these bits here. Oh, we never did get the claim here. That's too bad. Now, if we wanted to be a big jerk, we could actually just do our own separate piece. Do our own separate piece. Let's keep paying the military power. I really want to beat their sieges here. We need, Sweden, you need to get over here and defend Stockholm. Like, that's of the utmost importance. Do we still have transports being built, or did we lose more than I thought we did? Nope, we only have 18. We lost a couple more than I thought. Keep building them. Get up to 20. One of our military personnel has left us. The Explorer. Okay, so the Explorer is dead. We're gonna have to get another one. Be good. Oh, he died during the mission. They have to come back and we can assign him. Make sure we're not missing anything over here. We are still looting the capital. Nice. Stockholm's gonna fall. That's gonna be a huge swing. That's gonna be well, it's not gonna be a giant. It's gonna be a big swing, but it's not gonna be like life changing. But it is gonna be like a 25% swing. Like if Sweden was smart, if Sweden was a player, they'd be piecing out right now. But unfortunately, I think this is only her second explorer, so he lived quite a while. Sweden. We need to recapture that now, basically. Because now the AI's brain is like sufficiently perplexed. The annoying thing is here, Lithuania is like literally 100% sieged. Can we just get Lithuania out of the war? Thank you. That's what we needed. We needed that really, really badly. Now let's get over here. Denmark has 20,000 troops. Are you serious? They're nowhere near like as capable as the French army, but yeah, we're working hard for this. We're working really hard for this, guys. Let's get another claim down here. Oh, it's 31 with Denmark. It's not 31 with Kildare. My bad. We're making a lot of money, actually, somehow. How's the money going up so high, so fast? We lose an advisor? Nope, still paying for the advisors. We can get the technologies. We're only 3 years ahead of time now. Slowly but surely. Actually, this is funny. This is actually Denmark over here. They have a fort that's sieged by rebels. That'd be really nice if the Estonian rebels succeeded over here. They're definitely doing work. Like Sweden actually had a piece of this area over here of Lithuania. I don't think we really care if Friesland like has a high spy network against us. We don't care at all. Okay, yep, losing Stockholm was a big deal. But we're going to be coming over here. The question is... Yeah, it's a small garrison too. This should be a very easy siege. If we can get our troops over here without the ships like blockading and trapping us on this little island. That would be really, really sad, actually. But I think if we... Yeah, actually at this point, if we take Stockholm... Like, Denmark, it's going to basically go up to 100%, I think. Hostile movement speed minus 50%. Kind of weird. I've never seen that modifier before. And we don't need to lose prestige, so we might as well do that. It was in green, so I'm assuming that was a good thing, but I'm not sure. This is the tricky thing. Do we spend? I don't think we spend to do this. I think we should be able to take Stockholm pretty easily here. It'd be nice though if we had more ships barricading this. Go out for another... Don't even really need to read them. Let's just complete all of the exploration missions that are eligible to us. Okay, we are about to finish a colony. No, Portugal has not snuck that province yet. We need to, we're going to pay the premium here. We know that this one's going to finish soon, right? This one's going to finish in about 1.5 years. But let's just get this colony going here. We'll just pay a premium for a little bit for this colony because we need this going. Wait, didn't I hit recall? Yeah, we have a colonist that's... Oh, no, 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 no. We don't have the range. We actually don't even have the range to get this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a heavy miscalculation. We're so close. We're so close. All we need is a colonial range person here. I think we hire this person just to do that. Like, it's that important. We don't really need the Diplo points anyways. It's this important. We need to get our guy on that. We need to get down to Africa before we really can't go down there. Okay, Austria won the election. Now they're going to be even like more likely to get the next one. It's kind of funny though. Is Bohemia actually voting for? Bohemia is voting for this little nation here to be the emperor. That's kind of funny. Bohemia is actually having a hard time. Austria is getting pretty strong, but so is Brandenburg. It'd be nice if Brandenburg was fighting a little bit harder for the. Why is it saying plus 40? Brandenburg would actually vote for us. Are we not eligible? We have to have a male. No, we have a male ruler. Because usually when it says a positive number here, that means that they will vote for us. Huh. That'd be interesting. I guess even if there's like a chance, let's butter these people up. It's gonna update next month, maybe? Not eligible to be emperor. Why not? Why not? Or male? I'm not sure what's going on there. Austria isn't even considered a great power anymore? Wow, Austria like gets emperorship and then... Sweden, what are you doing? I mean, it'd be great if you went over here and took Oslo. That's what you need to be doing right now. Okay, we have Stockholm. I don't know why we don't have a higher war score. The funny thing is we've pretty much done everything. Like, we've literally done everything in this war for Sweden. So they should give us some land. They're probably actually just waiting till they can actually make a peace deal that gives us some land. I'm guessing here. That's what could be going on. Yeah, we do have to... We actually... Whoa, okay, the rebels are definitely on their way. That being said, we're in a good spot to just quickly handle them. How many leaders could we have total? We can have 5 leaders now. Wow. Let's roll some. Not great. Not great. But the first one we got, this guy's pretty good. 532. Well, 0532. Fire's not super important in the early game. So I've been told. You know, we're not getting a lot of military skill anymore. Although our heir's looking mighty nice for military. Let's grab the military. We're just rolling leaders. We might end up re-rolling one of those guys too, so... the extra prestige actually would be helpful right now. Prestige is good. That being said, it's already going... Prestige already goes downward. We'll get a bunch for this war, most likely. Let's try to get the innovation up. The innovativeness. I don't know why they went with innovativeness. I feel like that's like a kind of a tricky word to be saying, like, you know, say it 5 times fast, you know what I mean? But so we're taking out the rebels actually for Norway here. Like, Norway's really... I don't understand why our war score actually isn't higher. Unless it's having us rebuild all the progress from the war goal. Actually, it is. We lost some of the actual progress that we made for having Stockholm for that long, just from them taking it. But if we take this province and then we take this province here, technically there's... Actually, we need Sweden up here. We need Sweden taking that. We'll take Oslo. No problem whatsoever taking these guys out. Yeah, we're sieging like maniacs right now. I mean, they're almost at 20 war exhaustion. We have to be careful that they don't start spawning rebels in these areas. We're still looting here, successfully. What we'll do is we will go back. So we have one more potential rebel threat on the Irish Isles, and it's going to be here. It would be nice to go to war with these guys. Oh, we just missed it. We're not paying attention to our spy networks. We just missed the ability to make a second claim here. They caught us. Now we're going to decay over time. Castile likes us. We don't need to keep buttering them up, but we could go back and butter up the Papal State. Make them extra, extra, extra happy. Get that Papal influence rolling in. Why are we not eligible for the Emperorship? That's what I'd like to know. I might have to look that up in between episodes. I'm not sure, because we have a male leader. I've definitely been the Emperor's France before. You don't have to be a member of the HRE. I don't think. How do we ask? Be a member of the HRE? I don't think Austria's going to do that to us anyways because they don't like us, but Heck, if we were the member of the HRE, we could just be the Emperor probably permanently. We're so powerful. People respect power. The Cornwall, we're going to have some rebel uprising in Cornwall, but it's not going to be too big of a deal. We could very easily just send some troops up there preemptively. That'll also make the nobility happy, which could be a good thing. Or we could make them less happy and increase our morale of armies. We don't need morale of armies to be increased. Although that is 10 years of morale of armies being increased. That's pretty nice. The only unfortunate thing here is, of course, the nobility just is going to despise us. But you know what? Right now, that's not a big deal. Let's go with that instead. Let's not fight these rebels unnecessarily. Let's just go with that instead. Yeah, they're going to be upset. That's fine. But it trends upwards, right? It's going to be trending upwards. Yeah, Sweden is going over here to siege that. Once that's sieged, I mean, Denmark won't have anything. Technically, Denmark still has 20,000 troops, but where are they? What are they doing? Nothing that's important, from what I can tell. Okay, the clergy are getting a little... I don't know, they think they're in charge here. Okay, so what we got going on here is they're like riding that edge of like wanting to take over, right? So at this point, this is actually going to be what is going to break the camel's back here if we hit this button. Oh, wait. No, if we hit this, exactly, if we hit this button, they'll gain 10 influence. They'll be over 80%, and they'll start getting upset. Here's the interesting thing, though. Public schools. That's going to end June 1518. So technically, this is going to go away on its own. The unfortunate thing here would be to hit this button, make them really miserable, and just lose the stability. Although we do have a lot of admin power. A lot of admin power. So losing the stability wouldn't be the end of the world. Making them unhappy would be a bummer. We'd definitely be losing a lot of money if we did that, but it would be the cautious thing to do. Actually, that would be the cautious. Let's get our stability back up to +1. We could even make a donation. That's pretty expensive, but -1 papal influence per year, that's actually kind of hurts. What can we do over here, though, now that we have 87 points? I don't think it's worth, because to get a little bit more investment, it's going to cost us 40 papal influence for just an incremental amount of investment. So what can we do over here that might be kind of nice? We can build up and try to get a stability, which is always good. Yearly prestige, we don't strictly need that. We're going to get a lot of prestige probably after this war. Mercantilism helps with trade. I really can't explain it much more than that, but basically all I know is that if you get this mercantilism up, trade power goes up and we make more from trade, so that's really good. Let's just get some mercantilism for 50 papal influence. We could also try to hoard papal influence, hoping that the Pope's going to die soon, and we could be ready to kind of like drop a lot of influence for the next Pope. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's right. We're losing. Our economy is actually looking a lot weaker than normal. Well, one, we just upset the clergy. That's going to have an effect. In addition to that, we're paying a lot for colonial maintenance. Like, look at this. Actually, it didn't go from 248. It went from 24 to 10. That's insane. And we have tons of money right now. We don't need to worry about it too much. We have tons of money. Losing 3 ducats a month is nothing when you have 1,000 ducats in the bank. Speaking of which, let's go back and build some more buildings. We said that there were some good places to build buildings. Let's do it. 0.12 seems like a good number. So this right here, this is actually telling us how many building slots are available. You know how I was going in and checking it on a province by province basis? We don't need to do that. I just forgot about that, so we can check there. We can check right there, no big deal. London has a lot of building slots available. This would also be a really good place to build a temple. Remembering that from previously. Ooh, 0.2. That's huge. That's huge. Let's build there. Actually, can we organize it here? How did I not see this? A 0.35, it was probably such a big number I didn't even recognize it. Now we can only build one more building here. So let's double check that we've built a lot of the really good buildings here that we're gonna want. Eventually we're gonna want a manufactory here. So we might end up getting rid of the fort here, but that makes sense. As we push out, we won't need the fort here. For now, we're gonna build that there, though. That's gonna be a lot of money per month. A lot of money per month. But you know what? As this war is wrapping up, I think in the next episode here, this war is going to be over, because I think once we take Oslo, Norway's going to be fully, I mean, Denmark's over here fighting rebels. I mean, why is this war still going on? I can only imagine it's because Sweden is trying to make sure they give us a bunch of stuff in the war. They're trying to build up enough war score they can give us a lot of goodies. Because for the most part, like, we full sieged them at this point. This is the last fort. So I think right now we're going to take a pause in the episode here. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, watching another episode. I will see you guys in the next one.